Hey guys, what is up? It is Mark from Boozy and Bezeled. Today I'm coming to you today with a new review on a whiskey that just dropped last week. I am so excited to bring this to you, and let's get into it. So, of course, we're gonna kick it off with a wrist check. My new thing. So today I am rocking the Omega Seamaster Professional. This is the 253180. So this is the one that is from James Bond when he, shoots the grappling hook and the laser out of the crown, and I've yet to unlock those features. I don't know if I don't have the cool factor or what. Maybe I need the Aston Martin. I think that's it. So these videos got to do good so I can get that Aston Martin so I can unlock these features. But so anyways, this is on the original bracelet. I've upgraded the clasp illegally via Omega, adding the new edition clasp so I can have the micro adjustment when for diving or sweating and fun stuff like that. So I absolutely love this watch. This was one of the first watches that I bought out of college, and I loved it as a kid. So yeah, this is the automatic version. They do make the quartz version, which was in GoldenEye, the GoldenEye James Bond. This is not that model, but yeah. So one of my favorite watches. I wear this pretty much every other day, if not every day. So let's kick this off. So if you did not know of this, Elijah Craig releases 3 special bourbons a year. They are the barrel-proof editions. Now, barrel-proof whiskeys tend to be upwards of 120, some are 116, like Rare Breed. The Elijah Craigs tend to be over 122 and higher. 127, 130, 134, that's kind of where they live. So you're thinking, wow, that's a really high proof. But us, whiskey lovers absolutely, positively love the higher ones, because the higher the alcohol, the more flavor. And that is something that really does happen. So when it comes to the barrel proof editions that are released 3 times a year, you're thinking, all right, this is the same as the small batch, aged for 12 years. How much different can it really taste? Wow, yeah, it tastes drastically different from batch to batch, year to year. It's crazy. So let's go a little history on Elijah Craig. So it was founded by a Baptist preacher out of Virginia. Really cool reverend making badass bourbon. Yeah. He is said to be the first one to use a new charred oak. They weren't sure if he used an old sugar barrel or if he used a new oak and then lit it on fire, and was just like, whoa, I'm a pyromaniac, a reverend, and badass bourbon maker. This is a good idea. Let's put it all together. This happened in 1789. So yeah, Elijah Craig has been around for a very, very long time, which is really cool to see that they're still kicking stuff. And especially since Elijah Craig was the first one to do these things. And he makes, well, not anymore, but they still make good stuff. Heaven Hill actually owns them today. Heaven Hill also makes really good stuff. Yeah, so this guy, the A121, just dropped last week. So some people got it, some states got it trickling in a couple weeks ago. Some are starting to get it now. If you can find this, the barrel proofs, this will disappear pretty quickly. Stores are getting pretty limited quantities of this. So I do recommend jumping on that as soon as possible if you're interested in a barrel proof whiskey. These are fantastic values. You can find them anywhere from $60 up to $70. The MSRP I think is around like 65, 68, depending on state by state. You can't beat it for the price. No matter what I say today, if this is on the shelf, I'm gonna say get it. It's a 12-year-old whiskey. These tend to be, up in the $100 range to begin with, a 12-year-old bourbon. So the barrel proof first came about in 2013 of March. So ever since then, they've been kicking these things out 3 times a year. They tend to drop in March for the A series, July, August for the May series, and then November-ish, October, November, once again, state depending, for the C series. So it's A, B, and C. So I think we should kick this off, pour one of these guys, And let's nose this, and I'm going to compare it to the B520 and the C920 from last year. If you did not know this, the C520, C920, and B520 were a hit. I mean, they knocked it out of the park. Every bourbon reviewer loved them. They're still on the shelves in New Jersey, so I've seen them around. If you could find them, pick it up. Again, there's not going to be anything bad to say about anything that I do today. These are fantastic values. I just want to see how this stacks up to the B520 and the C920. Let's open this guy. Speaking of watches, yes, I am wearing a watch on my shirt. One of my good friends, this is his shirt, this is his watch company. He gave it to me the other night when he was over, and I thought it was appropriate wearing my red shirt. I'm like, let me stick this underneath it because it's blue and red. Besides the point, yeah, Brew watches, check them out too. All right. Oh yeah. I also absolutely positively love this cork. It is a solid piece of wood with a little cork on it, and it's probably pretty hard to see with Elijah Craig engraved. It's just a really heavy cork. Don't drop, I dropped it there, but I accidentally dropped my other one pretty high and it cracked. And then the whiskey hunter in Arizona, dude, he takes this thing and just chucks it across the room. He's out of his mind. Anyways. I'm gonna have a buzz from that. So the A121 comes in actually at one of the lower proofs. This comes in at 123.6, so 61.8% alcohol. That's actually the second lowest they've ever made, only behind B519, which was around 122-ish proof. So being quite low. The B520 is 127 and the C920 is, I think, in the 133s, close to it. I'll get to that later. Oh yeah. So the first thing, with the barrel proof bourbons being so strong, I tend to let it, aerate just a tiny bit, just so it gets, the flavors really open up, because this changes drastically. Oh wow. The first thing I'm really noticing here, it's very fruity, which is different from the other ones. Very fruity. It's sweet. It is slightly nutty, which the small batch does have characteristics of that. That's not too surprising, but this one tends to be more. I think it's almonds. Definitely caramel and vanilla. Very light on the oak, not very heavy. 12 years old, so you're definitely going to get oak no matter what. But this is a little bit lighter. Yeah, so I'm getting fruity, caramel, very sweet, almonds. Almost like dessert fruit, I would say, with those flavor profiles together. I'm a huge dessert guy. I can go for some dessert fruit. Well, just dessert. All right. All right. Let's go in for a sip. Cheers, everyone. Wow. Wow. That's impressive. Yeah, that's seriously impressive. I had to recheck the proof just to make sure that I was reading that right. This really is 123. It does not taste it at all. I'm getting the fruit. I'm shocked at how much fruit is in here. Fruit, cinnamon, caramel. It's very sweet. Of course, the vanilla. I did pick up that oak now, which is nice, but it is still a little light. Spices are coming through. Yeah. Fruit, cinnamon, caramel, sweet, vanilla. Oaky spice, yeah, that's the palate. The Heaven Hill Nutty kind of went away. The almond, that's more of just on the nose that I felt. But I want to say the biggest is the caramel, the fruit. It's sweet, like dessert fruit, like I said, which is vastly different from if I remember correctly, with the C920 and the B520. Wow. Now the finish on this is it is sweet, it's slightly spice. I don't know how I would classify the spice here. I want to say maybe cloves. It's there. It's definitely not as strong or potent as I remember with the B520 and C920. And I keep saying that. So why don't I kick those bad boys out? All right. Joining today, this is the B520. This is 127.2 proof or 63.6%. So a little bit up. Now this guy, this is the C920. C920 is 132.8, so it's a big step up. 66.4% alcohol. You have no idea how tempted I am when I see liquor this proof to like walk outside and like dump it into my car. I mean, that would be a terrible idea, and I absolutely love my car, but I should go to the junkyard, buy a car, and just, yeah, I so want to do that. All right, so let's dig into these guys. I can only pour small glasses of these. I need to be semi-coherent later. So A, B, C. So this is A. Fruit. I mean, that dessert fruit, I'm telling you. I'm getting so much fruit. Caramel, but fruit. Oh yeah, see now, this is what I'm talking about. Vanilla, caramel. Just so sweet. I mean, this is oaky. Get a little bit of graham cracker. Burnt. So I'm getting the burnt oak here, which is what I would expect for being 12 years old. Yeah, definitely burnt oak. Graham. You know, this isn't smoky at all, but I want to say this reminds me of, as a kid sitting by the fire, not because of the smoke, but just the flavor profile. Graham and burnt and, vanilla. Lighting a graham cracker on fire and then eating it, yeah. Let's dig into the C here. Okay, this is a little fruity. Not as fruity as A, but I'm getting baking spices. Heavy oak, much heavier oak. Almost like a bakery. Dough. Yeah, baking spices, dough maybe. Definitely. All right, so let's dig in here. I'm gonna take another sip of the A121. I got to remind myself. Oh, yeah. Fruit, cinnamon, vanilla, caramel, sweet, vanilla, oaky, spice. Really good. Drinks much under its proof. I mean, you could put, this being 100 proof in front of me, and I would probably say, oh wow, that's possible. This would taste slightly higher. I would say this would be like 115, 110. Finish, again, not super long, still really good, but it's not as long as I remember. Let's dig into the B520, and I'm so excited. I absolutely loved this one. Yeah. Charred oak, vanilla, caramel. Just so sweet. Charred vanilla. Charred oak. Charred vanilla. Graham cracker. A s'mores. That's what it reminds me of. Sitting by the fire, eating a s'mores. Again, not smoky, but I'm getting charred, so it's burnt. Yeah. I'm going with that. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with s'mores taste on this. Not really getting chocolate, but it just reminds me of the graham and the vanilla toasted in a s'mores by the fire. Finishing this is just so long. It just hangs out. It coats your entire mouth. It's delicious. Leather. It's very warming. Tobacco. Thick and rich. Let's go to the C. Oh yeah. Bakery overload. Brown sugar. Baking spices. Peppery. Oaky maybe. Definitely oaky. It's more of a fresh. I don't get much charred oak, but there's oak. Maybe this is a dessert bakery. I clearly want dessert. Dessert fruit s'mores dessert bakery. Finish again is long, more spicy. It's definitely thicker, sugary. Yeah. Man, they're so good. Get any of them. Who am I kidding? I'm just kidding. Get all of them. I'm not kidding. But I don't know. The A is delicious, very fruity. Would I pick it over the B520? I would not. Would I pick it over the C? I think so. And that's the higher proof. Interesting. Yeah, that's a predicament that I'm in. I would probably put A and C together as equals. B still reigns superior to me. It's just so good. Well, go out and get them. That is what I have to say to this. The A121 is delicious. It's fruit, dessert fruit, and yeah, I don't put it as good as B, but definitely think everyone would love this and enjoy this. Well, cheers, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this review. Remember to like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, turn notifications on if you want. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please, let me know what you think in the comments. And let's have a discussion. Tell me what's your favorite Elijah Craig barrel proof to date. I would love to hear it, and tell me why.